instead of like being excited, like, yeah, I finally sold it, like you actually get anxiety and you're just like, do I still have it? That's what happened to me with this, but luckily I still had it. I've been oh shit. What's up, my reseller friends? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sabrina. I thrift to resell on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. I'm a full-time reseller, and today I have a come ship with me video. It is Monday morning that I'm filming. The video will be posted on Tuesday, most likely. And all the things that I have to ship are all things that sold on the later half of Saturday, all of Sunday, and then whatever sold this morning, so Monday morning. I did not sell a single thing on Poshmark or Mercari basically all weekend. I actually haven't gotten any Mercari sales in like over 5 days. It's just, that platform has just completely gone dark for me. Poshmark's been okay, but this weekend I just really didn't get any Poshmark sales. So everything that I'm showing you today are all from eBay. Okay. So the first item I have is this, just a little PVC figurine of one of the characters from Little Einsteins. This character's his name I believe is Quincy. Yeah, this is Quincy. My daughter used to love the Little Einsteins cartoon. It was a Disney Junior cartoon. They don't show it anymore. It's kind of like a retired thing. So it's really hard to find anything of these little characters. They're like these little, there was like four or five little kids that would go on this little rocket ship and they would go exploring and go on all these adventures and stuff. It was a really cute show. And I remember too, when my daughter was into them, I had a really hard time back then finding these toys to buy for her. And I used to be able to just find them like at thrift stores and stuff. That's where I would get them because they didn't sell them in the store. I'm going to be wrapping him up in a piece of cardboard. So yeah, so anytime you see anything of the Little Einsteins, I would definitely pick it up, look it up. You can easily find DVDs. I see the DVDs all the time. And sometimes I see little books. So the media maybe doesn't do as well, but if you can bundle them, like, you know, like if you can find more than one DVD or book and you can make a little bundle and you can get it for a good price, it might be worth it. But for the most part, I normally just leave those ones behind. It's the toys that I look for. And this one ended up selling for $14.99, free shipping. I did grab him in a little grab bag of other toys at a thrift store. And this person actually left me a note asking me to please ship as soon as possible. And they just put this order in like literally maybe like 20 minutes ago. So yeah, I am getting this order out for them pretty quickly. Okay, let's see here. Yep, so this is only 2.3 ounces. It's going to cost me $4.19 to ship. All right. Next sale. I've had this one. Oh, and then that Little Einstein figurine, I listed him in March. So it sold fairly quickly. And $15 for a little PVC character like that, like a small one, that's pretty good for just like a single little toy. If I had the whole set of the characters, I probably could have gotten, I don't know, maybe like 40 bucks or something. Okay. So this next lot is a lot of Madame Alexander dolls, but these are, sorry guys, these are the McDonald's dolls. So just to show you what they look like. And I don't know about you guys, but I see these all the time at the thrift stores. Like it's like a little Cruella de Vil. But yeah, this little tag right here, you can see that it says that it's from McDonald's at the bottom. So these ones don't really sell that well. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember where I got these dolls, how much I paid for them. I don't remember anything about this. I tried to think about it. I have no clue. But this is something that like right now today, I definitely would not pick this up. Like, these dolls don't really have too much of a value. I did list them in September, so it's been a little while. Sorry about that, guys. I had to stop filming for a second because I got a phone call and the garbage truck drove by at the same time. So yeah. So these dolls, these Madame Alexander dolls, only sold for $9.98. I charge $9.99 for shipping. But yeah, these dolls, they're not really worth picking up. I sold them in a lot. I sold 8 of them. Now, if you can find like the actual Alexander Madame dolls that are not from McDonald's, those are probably will do good. I'm not sure though. Don't take my word for it because I've never personally found any and sold any. But if you have, let everybody know in the comments like what how well they do. But anyways, this one, let's see what it's gonna weigh. Oh, I actually ended up keeping it under a pound, but barely. It's 15.8 ounces, so we're just right about there. So it's not going to cost me $10 to ship, which is actually really great because this is going to help me recoup some of the costs on this because, yeah, this was a smaller sale. Let's see what it's going to cost. All right, $6.33. Okay, next came from that little box of stuff that Misty sent me. I just listed this like a week ago. It's a cherry 7-Up pin. It's really small. This is vintage from the 90s, I believe. And it sold for $11.69. I think I had it listed for $13, and then I sent like a 10% offer on it, and they accepted. So yeah, it looks like this is gonna cost me $4.36 to ship. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it in one of these padded 9x6 envelopes. I'm gonna fold it over to give it a little bit of extra padding. Now, somebody had asked me about like the standard eBay envelopes, if like pins and buttons qualify for it. And though it does meet the requirements as far as like the size and dimensions and everything of the weight, however, it's not a qualifying category. So unfortunately, eBay will not let you print out a standard label. So the standard labels are when you pay like 64 cents and you ship it in a regular envelope and it comes with a tracking number. It's a special thing that eBay offers on their site that I actually love. You can use it for like trading cards and stickers and patches and stuff like that. But it doesn't work on buttons and pins. I believe the item has to be something that is like a bendable item to qualify, right? So unfortunately, buttons just aren't part of it. All right. Next is a Oda manual. This is for a Tacoma 2005 to 2009. This is the repair manual for it. These types of repair manuals actually sell really well for me. I pick them up all the time. Sometimes at like estate sales or thrift stores or yard sales or wherever you find these, sometimes whoever the seller is, they kind of know what they got and they'll try to like charge you a lot for this. But most of the time they don't know, and they like will only like cost like $1 or so. So whenever that happens, I pick these up, and I normally sell these anywhere between like $25 to like $100. This one actually sold a little less because I sent an offer through. So this one actually sold for $22.49. But it's okay because the condition of it is a little bit rough, as you can tell. And this is more of a newer car. I mostly sell like the vintage ones. I've never sold like a more modern car manual book before, so I'm not sure how well those ones do. I don't even know if they make them for newer cars. Maybe that's why I never find them. But yeah, so all of these ones, like, I always grab these when you can, even if they're selling it for like $5 or so. It's worth a look up to see. Yeah, and then this one, I paid $1 for it. I got it at a yard sale, and I listed it in April, sometime in April. So this was only listed for like a couple weeks. And I remember there was like 1 or 2 other people that had this book. So that shows me that there was something about my listing that was a little bit more competitive, which is why they chose mine. Maybe it was because I sent the offer through. All right, let's see. All right, so this, I'm gonna ship this one medium mail, and it's going to cost $4.87 to ship. Next one is a Barbie. This one, I've had it listed since June of 2023. So it's been almost a year, but I think I realized why it didn't sell. In the title, I meant to say Angel Bubble, but I spelled bubble wrong, I think. I think I spelled it Bado. So like instead of 2 B's, I put like 2 D's. That's such a me thing to do too. Gosh. So that's probably why it took so long. But this is a vintage doll from the 90s. This is kind of like what she looks like. She sold free shipping at $12.99. She weighs 8 ounces. It's going to cost me $4.43 to ship her. Next item also came from the bundle that Misty sent me. I feel like if you're watching Misty, like all these, you're seeing like all these things in all my videos. They're like really like small little sales, but they really did add up. I'm not gonna open this. Of course, the garbage truck is coming back around. So it's a little Lego minifigure of a man bat. I guess he's a character from Batman 2 or something like that. I just use Google Lens to find these things. So I'm just going to ship him again the same way that I shipped that pin. I'm going to ship it in a little bubble mailer. I'm going to fold it over, give it a little bit of extra padding. And this one sold for $8.99 free shipping. Again, these are little small sales, but I love getting these little small sales because look at how easy it is just to ship it. And it was so easy to list. And you know, every sale you get is really good for your account. I always feel like every sale helps you get more sales. So if you're ever wondering, like, sometimes when you're looking on eBay and you're like, why are people selling these things so cheap? It's like they're losing money on it. I see that all the time. And it's like, I feel like some sellers like purposely post things on there like really cheap. They're okay with breaking even or maybe losing a little bit of money. But the reason they're doing that, likely, unless there's some sort of weird shenanigans going on, but likely what they're doing is they're trying to just build up their eBay account. All right, let's see here. So yeah, I don't even know why I weighed that. It's like less than an ounce. So yeah, this is gonna cost me $3.96 to ship. It's staying right here in California, so it's not going too far. Oh, this one I forgot to grab. Oh, it's so old. I've had this one forever. I don't even know where it's at. Hold on, I'm gonna go look for it. All right, so this is a men's tank top that says Nintendo. I worked at Hot Topic in the early 2000s, and I remember we sold this tank top there. So I know this is vintage. And I was so sure this is a vintage from Hot Topic, Nintendo tank top. This is gonna do great. I've had this thing listed since July of 2022, guys. And I also had it cross-posted to Mercari and Poshmark. And I was originally had it listed at $100 or best offer. Like, that's how confident I was that this was a great find. I paid like $1 or $2 for it. But as the years passed, I've dropped the price, and I am doing like a 50% off. Like I have some sales going on anything that I have that's like a year or older in my store, and selected items from there are 50% off. I put this on a 50% off, guys. And I believe I even sent an offer on top of that 50% off of 10%. This ended up selling for $11 for shipping. I know, it's so weird. This happens, right? It's just like, it's a part of it. Whatever. This is big of this. I just hope that it's going somewhere awesome where someone will love it, because it really is a cool vintage piece, I think. And I'm just happy to see it go. Do you guys ever have like certain things in your store that have been there forever and you're just like, I'm just so sick of seeing it? Like, I have things in my store that I'm likely, probably this summer, I'm gonna do like have a day where I just clean up my inventory and get rid of stuff. And there's gonna be some stuff going. So that's one of the reasons why I've been having this 50% off store, because I'm just like, yeah, some of this stuff I'm just sick of looking at. This one's also staying here in California. It's not going too far. Going down the street to Los Angeles, and it's gonna cost $4.28 to ship. Another super old item. Okay, so this was one of the things, I'm sure some of you who have been selling for a while can relate to this. Like, do you ever like sell something that you've had forever, and then when you see the sale come through, like it finally sells, instead of like being excited, like, yeah, I finally sold it, like you actually get anxiety and you're just like, do I still have it? That's what happened to me with this, but luckily I still had it. I moved back to California like maybe like 3 years ago, I believe, and I don't know how much longer I've been back, but I lived in Colorado for a while. That's actually where I started like really getting serious about reselling when I lived there. And that's really where like most of my journey began, was in Colorado. And this is where I bought these when I lived in Colorado. Like, I don't even have in here like the year or month that I bought it, because now whenever I list things I put the year and month so that I know, but I've been doing that for a couple of years and this is so old that I don't even have that in here. So these are just beads. Pretty cool. They're vintage beads, and I got them at a little hole in the wall mom and pop craft store. My mom's really into crafts and stuff like that, so her and I went to this little store and they were having like fill a bag for $5. So I filled the bag and I actually did pretty good. A lot of that stuff that I picked up sold. Actually, everything sold. This was like the last thing left. For some reason, these ones just were not selling. But I'm so happy that they finally sold. I don't even know what they sold for. Okay, not too bad. They sold for $4.99. Good thing I held on to them for so long, right? $4.99, and buyer paid $4.36 for shipping. And it's looking like it's going to cost me $4.19 to ship. So, yeah. You win some, you lose some. And I'm also going to ship this the same way. Padded envelope, folding it over. And these ones are going all the way across the country to Michigan. All right. Now I have a plush. This is from the Backyardigans. So that was a Nickelodeon Nick Jr. show. I believe they don't show this one anymore. I'm not sure though. But when my daughter was a baby, she used to watch this show. This one didn't really sell for very much. It sold for $11, free shipping. I've had it listed since May of 2023, so it's been listed for a year. See, I list things sometimes and then I just forget it. Like this is one, I forgot about this. But it just like sits in my store, I guess, and then when it sells, it sells. But yeah, not like a really great like sale, but you know, when you have a lot of things in your store, you know, it's okay to let them sit there sometimes and just wait for them to sell. This one never really seemed to bother me. I never really even noticed it. So I'm just gonna ship her in just a regular little poly bag. Right. Okay, this one is only about 3 ounces, so this weighs really light. It's gonna cost me $4.36 to ship it. This one's going all the way to Philadelphia. Next is a Thomas and Friends train. This one sold for $8 plus $4.36 for shipping. And I listed this one just in March, so it didn't take too long to sell. It's this little train right here, but it works. So you should, when you get these, you should check to make sure if it has one of these little things on it. You have to try to see if it works, but it takes batteries. So you have to unscrew it in the back, put the batteries in, and test it. Your buyers are going to want to know if this works or not. I do not ship toys with batteries in them. As long as you can test it and say that it works, that's really all that the buyer cares about, right? They'll just pop in one of their own batteries, but just make sure to write in the description, you know, it takes this battery's not included, but it is tested and it works. So that's what I do. And yeah, most of the time when I'm at stores though, and I'm looking at toys, if I see that like it's something that takes a battery, most of the time I just leave it behind. I know that's so bad, but I was like, I don't like dealing with it. But I got to figure out how I'm going to ship this one. I think I'm going to ship it in this little guy right here. Get a little bit of bubble wrap. I thought it was only going to cost me 4 ounces to ship, but it weighed over 4 ounces. So it's gonna, it only jumped the price by like 10 cents. It's gonna cost me $4.55 to ship this. All right, I feel like I have a sneeze coming. I've been getting like really bad allergies the last week. Am I gonna sneeze? I think I'm good. This is, so I don't even know how long ago it was. It was probably, no, actually I do know when it was. It was in 2020, because it was in 2020 during COVID that I decided that I wanted to try like, I hate myself right now for liquidation boxes. Thank you. I tried a liquidation box and it was supposed to be like Nordstrom stuff. And honestly, it wasn't that bad. I can't even remember what website I bought them on. But I just felt like, okay, this was a good thing to have during COVID when I wasn't able to go out sourcing because all the thrift stores were closed and people weren't having yard sales. So it was good for its time. But like today I wouldn't do it because I'm more of a like, I like to cherry pick my items. I like that way better than just buying like things like blindly, right? Even if it is a good deal. I just like to pick and choose the things that I put in my store. So today I wouldn't really do it, but I had gotten some of these t-shirts that came from Nordstrom's. They're just plain v-neck shirts. The brand is called BP, like that. And I had gotten like a little stack of these ones that were different colors, different sizes, but they were just plain t-shirts. While at the same time, I had just gotten a Cricut machine. And I was like, well, since these are plain t-shirts, I want to save them in case I want to end up like using them to make t-shirts. So I ended up saving them and never used them and just forgot about them. And I was like cleaning my room, upstairs room where I keep some of my craft stuff, and I found these and I'm just like, I'm never going to use these. I'm just going to sell them now. So I recently just sold them. And these are just listed them, but I listed this one in March, so last month, and it sold. It still has its tags. It's brand new. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a size XX. It's just a plain gray V-neck shirt. There's nothing special about it at all, and it's still sold. Sold for $10 plus $5.25 for shipping, which honestly, for just something I had lying around in my room that wasn't getting any use and was just collecting dust, I'm so happy to be able to sell it, get the quick $10, and have this be in use somewhere. You know, somebody can be wearing it and enjoying it and using it. So you never know what kind of stuff you have just lying around your house. I'm constantly bringing things out into my garage to sell, just things from around my house, like all the time. And it looks like this one's only going to cost $4.68 to ship. All right, so my last sale is actually the best one. It's from a brand called Venus, and it is a very beautiful dress that I bought at a thrift store. This one was new with tags. I paid $15 for it though. I never paid $15 for dresses. So this was a bit of a gamble for me. I actually, after I bought it, I kind of regretted buying it, but now I'm glad I did. So this is what the dress looks like. It's already packed. I already have it ready to go. It sold for $70 plus $7.38 in shipping. So let's see how much it's gonna cost to ship. It's only gonna cost me $6.23 to ship. All right, all the labels all together came out to $56.43. Sucks that I don't have anything from Poshmark or Mercari to ship. I'm kind of bummed about that, but it just is what it is. Those aren't my best platforms anyways. I don't rely on them. I'm more of a just like eBay girl. So whenever I list things, price things, I always price it for eBay. I always create my listing for eBay. And if I can cross post it and sell it on another platform, then cool. So I told you guys I would give you an update. In my last video, I talked about the stereo I sold that I was worried that maybe the buyer was trying to scam me. But a lot of you commented on the video and said that they didn't think that they were. It's just, guys, I'm telling you, I'm so jaded from selling like electronics and stuff like that on eBay, because I always get people like trying to like pull crap with those types of items. So I'm always on my guard, and especially like if people are sending me like claims but not including pictures, and then I ask for a picture and then they just like disappear for days. It's like, it makes me feel like they're perhaps scamming me. But in this case, they definitely weren't. They did really need the code for the stereo. I found the code, I gave it to him, and we're all good. So, but I can't get this stupid thing to print. Why is it not freaking printing? But yeah, so that's all I got for today, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out, and never forget that when you dress up on a star, all your dreams will come true. I'll see you all next time. Bye.